What's up YouTube, it's Adrian from MMOSWORLD. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 2018, and first and foremost, we want to wish you a happy new year from everyone here at MMOSWORLD. What are we doing today? We are taking a look at another MMORPG. This one is called Bit Heroes, and it's free to play on Steam. And as you can see from the opening screen here, it is going to be pretty different from a lot of the MMORPGs that we cover in the past, because this is more of an indie type game with pixelated graphics, you know, and it's interesting, at least for me. Upon first starting up the game, there's no main menu, nothing. You just straight away start in the game, and I'm gonna get to that in a bit. But I'm just gonna read you the description from the Steam store page to give you a bit of an idea of what this game's all about. So, per the description, it says, explore a vast new MMORPG world inspired by your favorite pixelated dungeon crawlers. Collect and craft thousands of pieces of loot to increase your power. Build your team by capturing monsters and bosses to fight at your side in old school turn-based combat. So that is kind of interesting there, knowing that the game is in fact based on turn-based combat, and you can collect, I don't know, companions or like pets or stuff to, you know, create a team. So I'm really interested to see how this progresses. So let's spend about 10 to 15 minutes checking out what the introduction is gonna be like, and we'll share our first impression thoughts at the end of the video. So here we have a grandfather of some sort, who says, don't talk too much. Yeah, oh well, that's alright, I'll do enough talking for the both of us. And at the top here, you can see like stuff flashing across the screen. Let's hit next. I reckon if you want some respect around here, you'll have to prove yourself first. Do me a favor, will ya? Take care of that pesky Tabo lurking nearby. He's a real pain in me bum. Okay. Click here to view the world map, so that's one quest icon there. Click the dungeon to start your adventure. That was pretty quick. Alright, so Tabo's Lair. Click here to enter the dungeon. Really interesting. In terms of the UI, I mean, I am playing this. If you're watching this, I've actually dragged the screen up a little bit to make it look bigger, but the actual application is not even 1920 1080. It's much smaller than that. And you can play it in Windows mode only. Let's see movement here. You got a left click to move around. And it's important to note that there is no character creation, at least from what I've experienced. There wasn't a screen that lets me pick something. Anyway, so here we are in the first dungeon. It's very much top-down, isometric at the moment. 2D, a bit of 3D, I suppose. So let's see if this takes me into a combat mode by clicking on this villain here. Oh yeah, it's old school, man. It's traditional. So here we go. This is going to be turn-based, so during your turn, select a skill to use on your opponent. I've only got one so far, but that's the first skill. So you can use more powerful skills by spending SP, which I assume is going to be skill points, or skill power earned during battle. So number 2 is going to be a much better skill. Okay. Now I guess I'm waiting for the opposition, I think. Oh, I've been disconnected, apparently. Alright, I'll reconnect and try this again. Alrighty, here we are back in the game. That was actually I got disconnected from the internet. That seems to be happening a lot. Alright, let's go ahead and fight the first monster as we did previously. So, just to recap, it is a turn-based combat system here, so you guys will take turns with the enemy to attack. Well, the enemies aren't really attacking back. Again, this is like the first combat of the game that you will encounter. Oh, there we go. So finally one decides to hit back, but again, this is the tutorial. So on your 2 skills here, you'll see that they do consume. Like this one is a consumer and this one seems to be a builder. Hovering over the skills will tell you like what damage they do. And of course, over time, the more turns progress, the more this blue bar will fill up. So then you can use more consumer skills depending on how many you get. And I assume there's going to be like a level progression system with more experience gain that you can level up your character, and that's how you'll probably earn more skills. And that is done. We found a new piece of equipment. What is that? That is a hunting bow. So all you gotta do is left click on that and you will equip it. Interesting. You got gold there, and there you go, XP. And this one here probably means you are just level 1 at the moment. Alright, let's move along. Oh, there is a big troll thing there. Let's go ahead and fight that. Me Tubbo, me smash your face. Okay, so I found our objective, guys. It is the big troll thing here with his pet bat. So as you can see, now that I've equipped a bow, my skills has changed, so I kind of like that. I like that, you know, your skills changes depending on what weapon you're using. And I wonder if it's going to be like a classless system where you can play whatever you want based on the weapons you use. So let's go ahead and hit the first skill here. Arrow shot. And then let's do a bullseye. Ooh, you can select which one you want. So for the sword, for example, the consumer skill was AoE, so you hit all the enemies at one go. But for the bow, you'll have to pick which one. So I just picked the bat there. Now let's go back to the main one again. And you know what? I should have probably consumed that on Tubbo himself and see how much damage that does. But my health is still pretty high at the moment, so I'm not too worried. Let's go ahead and finish off Tubbo. He's dead. Now, to finish off the bat. Die! And that is done. This familiar would like to join your forces. Click here to try and persuade them. Okay, it seems like on the top here it says Betty seems to think you're pretty cool. But this is how we get our first companion, I suppose. Oh, there we go. After defeating the bat, the bat wanted to join my party, and that's what Betty was. Alright, so here we go. This is progression right here. You've leveled up, you've gained 1 maximum energy and 1 stat point. Click here to choose which stat. So we got power, increases the amount of damage and healing you do. Got it. Stamina, the amount of health you do. Got it. And agility increases how quickly turns in battle. So it's very, very simple mechanics here. You've only got 3 different stats and all 3 seems to be important. So I like the fact that you'll have to think about what kind of character you want to make. Do you want someone who's tanky or does damage, or, you know, has the advantage in battle by having more turns? So I will probably go with damage for this one. Let's try and create a DPS character here. Hit save. So I'm level 2 and I've got 2 different types of loot. I can either have a shield here or a nice battle axe. So I'm gonna go with the shield because I already have the weapon. I already have a sword, so hey. Complete! You've completed this dungeon. You can leave at any point without penalty. If you're ever not sure what to do, click here to enable autopilot. So it has the autopilot feature, which, you know, a lot of Asian type MMOs also have, where you can just click that and automatically take you to an objective or something. So I have half health here, and I do have healing potions apparently. You know what, I'm just gonna go into the settings real quick and see what I can do. I can change my language, I can go in general, I can do windowed or full screen. Oh, there you go. So you gotta get in game to change stuff, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Autopilot is on, battle text, reduced effects, decent amount of options here, but again, it is, you know, an isometric, almost 2D type game, pixelated, so you're not gonna get a whole lot of options here. So now that I have my shield, let's see what kind of skills I have with it. Well, apparently I can use my bow and a shield at the same time, so that simply means that I'll take less damage, I suppose. Okay, you can use potions. Great, let's go ahead and use 1 potion here. I only have that, so I'm gonna go with that. And I suppose I'll have to buy more from town. Let's go ahead and start fighting. Wow, I'm getting so many turns here that it's quite a walk in the park, although this is the tutorial. Another victory, no loot this time. So let's go ahead and head on out of the dungeon. Oh, hang on. There's a chest here. Let's click that first. Look at that, we have a sapphire ring. Let's click that to equip. And let's grab some gold. Awesome. So dungeons do have loot chests as well at the end, which I think is pretty cool. So the rewards I get for that is 1k gold, which is generic currency, and a minor potion of healing. Excellent. So now, once you're done with the tutorial, now you can customize your character. You can choose male or female, and then you can choose your skin color. Not a lot of options, I'm guessing, but just enough to customize. You can do hairstyle as well. Again, it's all pixelated and in 2D, so you probably won't have a lot of options. I'm gonna go with that. And let's see what kind of colors we get. Pretty colorful, but nothing extraordinary here. I'm gonna go with the white. That's like my default character, and hit the create button. So let's create. So we've just helped Grandpa on his first quest, which was to take care of this troll thing. And yeah, pretty cool. Alrighty, now that we've created our character, here we are in the main town again, and hitting the quest key. Well, we've already done that dungeon, so now we get to explore a little bit. So we have a few icons here at the bottom. We've got shop. We got Nico says, "Hi buddy, looking for some new gear. I don't have much in stock at the moment." So shop's not unlocked just yet. And then you have familiars, which will be all the pets, I suppose, and companions that you can collect. So there's like a monster or a companion collecting system in this game. That is a form of progression, so there's a lot to work towards, and you can see that there are different rarities as well, so that's pretty cool. And then we have guild. There's a guild system in this game, so you can grab your Steam friends or just find an established guild and stuff. Friends list as well, and finally settings, which we've already checked out. To the left you got PvP. Now this game has PvP, which is going to be really interesting. Crafting, bosses, and raid as well. So there's a lot of progression and work towards, and you know, this opening town, you can see a bunch of players here, so it's pretty populated. It is what it is. It's almost 10 a.m. It's 10 in the morning where I'm from, so this should be prime time on the US servers here. At the top here, you'll see all the stuff you have. You've got gems, premium currency, I suppose, for store spending, gold. You can hit the increase button, and you can buy gold through gems. And that's your energy bar, which, you know, like if you want to go back into the dungeons, if I want to do this dungeon again, it's going to consume energy. So it has that, you know, familiar mechanic from games of this type that you'll probably see a lot. And what is this? 10. I'm not sure what this is actually. Tickets. Probably for the same reasons, jumping into content maybe. So right now I'm not sure what to do, because once you get out of the tutorial, there really isn't any bridging PvE chain or anything that takes you from place to place. There's bounties here, so I just found a bounty board. We can pick up tasks and whatnot. So let's go ahead and click the... Oh no, disconnected again. Well, that sucks. Alright, back again. And, you know, back in a dungeon, there had this auto complete quite thingy that just takes you from one place to the next. And out in the open world, I don't see that option. So it's very much, you just have to go and explore. So here, you can talk to different NPCs in town and pick up quests from here, I suppose. And there's this cute dialogue system, of course, that you can, you know. Here's a professor. I seem to have misplaced all my schematics. If you happen to find them, bring them back to me, and I'll let you use my fusion machine. So that's one quest there. And so that is one area. Let's go ahead and do that. Boo Boo Crypt. Find and defeat Boo Boo Crypt. I'll get a skeleton key, epic consumable, and 1k gold. And this requires 8 energy. So that's how that works. So it's almost like 20 minutes here. And I'm just going to do a little bit of this dungeon, and then I'll share my final thoughts. So I'm going to take Batty with me. This is your party selection team, I suppose. And yeah, go ahead and hit accept. So let's enter the dungeon with Batty. That's 50 of some currency, and let's go fight another Batty. Let's see how companions work here. I'm going to go and hit that guy. Another one, and that was Batty. The companion system is kind of cool though. So now, okay, this is Batty. I'm controlling Batty. So his consumer attack requires 2 blue bars, and I've only got 1 from the looks of it. So this attack will do damage to the closest enemy. So different companions will have different skills, obviously. Alright, let's go and kill off the big gun, because he does the most damage. Let's take out the ghost next. Almost there. Oh, there we go. Feast. Drain health. So I'm gonna use that. And that killed off the ghost. A critical in the baddie there. I should have another shot. And let's finish him off. Victory! Let's see if we get any new loot. Nope, no new loot. Alright, so let's share my final thoughts here. Look, Bit Heroes. I mean, this game, it was made on Congregate, and Congregate is a website that hosts, you know, a lot of indie type games, a lot of browser based, you know, either iframe or Unity small games, and this was made on Congregate, and I guess it was so popular, and you know, they ported it over to Steam, whoever the creator was, and you can see why, because it's quite polished. It's really nice. The controls are good, the combat system is really fun in terms of being turn-based, and the whole companion system. I like the ease of, you know, creating the character and watching it progress, and you just having 3 stats. I mean, it's simplistic in that nature. It's probably not going to be your main MMORPG, but you have quite a bunch of things to do here. In the main menu, you saw you could do PvP, you could do raids, there's dungeons as well, and you can join a guild. So it's got characteristics of a good game, and you know, if I had more free time, I would definitely check this out some more just to see how the other content holds up. So that's my final thoughts. It is a free-to-play game on Steam, so if you want to check it out, look for Bit Heroes on Steam or on Congregate. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, MMOSWORLD. We put out weekly videos and news recaps, all that stuff. As ever, I'm Adrian from MMOSWORLD, signing out.